I'm going to be doing a quick double feature review here of two movies I've seen recently that I've not been able to get to, so I'm going to quickly run through them. That would be Sisu, Road to Revenge, as well as the new Netflix movie Train Dreams. I'm going to have the timestamps down below for the videos, and we're going to start off with Netflix's Train Dreams. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Movie Dive. Today we're diving into the Netflix film and Clint Bentley's new film, Train Dreams. Before we do, please don't forget to subscribe to Movie Dive, ring the bell button down below to get notifications on the channel. Now, last year, Clint Bentley had the movie Sing Sing come out. It had some good Oscar nominations, didn't have enough if it was for my opinion. I thought Cole Domingo was incredible in that movie. For how good that movie was, I did not understand the rollout they had. For some reason, I felt like they made it impossible to actually watch that movie. And when I finally got to watch it, I didn't understand why, because I thought it was such a beautiful film. Now we have the follow-up to that. This goes straight to Netflix on Train Dreams. There was at the beginning of the festival season. A lot of people did get a chance to check it out and said they loved it coming out of there, and we finally have it coming out on streaming. I think Netflix finally purchased the rights to this movie. I knew nothing about Train Dreams. I did figure, since it was the same director as Sing Sing, it was going to be some kind of emotional punch, and that for sure it was. Train Dreams takes place in the turn of the 20th century, starring Joel Edgerton. He is a guy who keeps having to leave his wife, leave his kid to go off and do work in the forest as he cuts down trees and tries to make as much money as possible in the world of being a logger. Now, it also shows the dangers of that and how he loses certain friends and how things haunt him whenever he goes back home, and he really finds peace when he's with his wife and child. Now, the movie's kind of slow, it's kind of methodical, but at the same time it's beautiful, kind of showing the simple life of a man and what he goes through and the kind of epiphanies he goes through and kind of the life he goes through and kind of realizing what makes him happy in this life that he's living while being a pretty simple-minded individual. Now, the movie, as I said before, I thought it was going to be an emotional punch. It certainly was. I felt like I kept getting kicked in the nuts over and over and over during the duration of the film. The messaging was beautiful, and the whole movie is gorgeously shot, really putting you in the atmosphere of the Pacific Northwest. Now, a huge standout for me of Train Dreams would be William Macy. I believe this guy was a standout every single scene he was in. I would love for him to be nominated. Not sure if he will be because the rollout's been kind of a small film, but every single time he appears on screen, you're like, this guy really brought it. Felicity Jones plays the wife of Joel Edgerton in the movie. She's good as well. She seems to be decent in every single movie she is in. Now, don't expect anything happy when you watch Train Dreams. It's something that's going to leave you in a somber mood as you leave the film. There's a good message towards the end of the movie. However, you're still going to be feeling a little bit down as if you were just in the winter of the forest for a few months logging. However, I highly recommend it. I don't think it was as good as Sing Sing. I do still think it's a very solid film. I'm excited to see what Clint Bentley does in the future. I'm going to go ahead and give Train Dreams a 77 out of 100. And now we're going to jump into a completely different movie, and that is Sisu, Road to Revenge. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Movie Dive. We are diving into Sisu, Road to Revenge. I don't really know how to review this movie because there's really not that much to review. Sisu has some stuff happen to him. He has to have some revenge, and he just starts killing a bunch of people in some bombastic ways. This is kind of like Mad Max, where he's kind of on a chase the entirety of the movie. Stephen Lang plays his villain counterpart in the film, and they basically just do messed up stuff to each other for the short run time of an hour and 25 minutes. A lot of people might enjoy the action aspects of this movie. Sisu is just not really entirely the type of movie that is for me. I find myself not really being invested into the characters that are on screen. All the deaths and all the action pieces seem quite hollow to me. I do respect that with the budget they have, what they're able to create, and I do think a lot of people will find enjoyment out of the movie. It's something you can go watch and have fun with. There's not going to be a grand message that comes out of it. There's not going to be some kind of epiphany you might have like you did watching Train Dreams. But at the same time, with the meanness of this movie and the gore of this movie, and it just has, again, like I said before, kind of hollow. It's just not a film for me, not something I quite enjoy getting really into without having any character development or anything. But again, it's something a lot of people might enjoy, might really like. And I'm going to go ahead and give Sisu, Road to Revenge a 55 out of 100. What did you guys think of Sisu Part 2? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Movie Dive, and we'll see you next time.